morning. I thought about opening it up in a song, but only Father John can do that. My name is Abe Mashni, and I'm so honored to speak with you today. Nearly 35 years ago, I was baptized right there. And while I don't remember much of it, I hear it was beautiful. What I do remember is the very fond memories of my childhood. Attending vacation Bible school, attending the day school. And those are some of the memories that really I hold near and dear, especially going down to the Undercroft for a Spalding donut. And it brings me so much joy to know that my children, Isaac and Lucy and Guy, are going to be able to share those memories that I was so blessed to have. While I have always considered Good Shepherd my spiritual home, I haven't always faithfully attended. I haven't always been a steward of my time and talents. As Father Henry would say, are there any humans in the room? But here in the past 8 years, Good Shepherd's been the center of some of the best moments of my life. My wedding to my marriage to my bride, my Ann. The baptisms of Isaac and Lucy. Guys, on the way, we're getting there. And my confirmation. But as I have grown older, my relationship with Good Shepherd has grown stronger, which in turn has meant my relationship with God has grown stronger. So today I sit on the vestry, and I'm the chair of the Stewardship Committee for this year. Shortly, I'm going to be asking you to pull out of your bulletin the Grow One Step sheet that Father Henry mentioned earlier. There's going to be some pens in the pews. We're going to ask that you pull out a pen as well, and I'm going to ask that you fill in a little bit some of this chart. And the chart is going to indicate the levels of giving for people that are in our parish from last year. But before I do, I wanted to talk about some of the great, amazing things that are going on right here in this church. And so, first off, we are a growing church. Just this year, 75 people have joined the church. Not just visited, but actually joined in 2023. We are a giving church. So giving our time, our resources for the betterment of our community. Things like the Shepherd's House, the Well, Arbor Youth, Mission Health. Our congregation continues to give and give and give because God has given so much to us. And we are investing in the future. After a nationwide search, we hired our youth and young adults minister that is just now starting. And so as a parent of 3 children, I couldn't be more excited to see that program really, really take off. And finally, we are a loving church. So we normally attend this service. My family, we attended the 8 o'clock today. But I know that every single time that I drop off Lucy in the nursery, she's going to be loved. She's going to be cared for. She's going to be protected. And that makes me feel so good as a father. And then Isaac, when Miss Patty, when it comes time for Children's Chapel, you're going to see him run to the front to meet Miss Patty. He doesn't walk. And so that just makes me so happy. And so with that, let's take out those Grow One Step sheet. Scott Hershey here is going to help me fill it out. But so what it shows is that from last year, 115 people did not give. And then we're going to go up 1 step. And this is all weekly given. So between 1 cent and $4.99, 93 people are giving to that much per week. That's the equivalent of one of those delicious Spalding donuts that I talked about. 49 people between $5 and $9.99 weekly, and that is the equivalent of an almond milk latte from Nate's Coffee, and don't ask me how I know. 63 people give between $10 and $19.99. That's the equivalent of a Netflix monthly subscription, and I'm not going to continue to give the equivalents from here out. We'll just talk about the numbers. And so 40 people give between $20 and $29.99 per week. If you step up from there, it's 31 people. Step up from there, the $40 to $49.99. 27. 43 people give between $50 and $74.99. 29 people give between $75 and $99 per week. 30 people give between $100 and $149.99. And step up one more, 12 people give between $150 and about $200 per week. And then 34 people give $200 or more per week. And so now I'm going to ask that you turn over to the other side of that sheet. And on the left, you can find your equivalent weekly income. And in the middle, you can kind of find where you're giving currently in the numbers in the middle. And then on the top, you can see the estimate ranges of giving. And you can use those numbers, look at the chart itself, and the purpose of this is for the next 2 weeks, so November 12th is our Consecration Sunday. And I'm going to be asking that you and your family join Ann and I as we pray and think about what is it that God is wanting us to give. And I'll conclude by saying this. It would be very hard for me to say that this church needs my money. It was here well before me. It's going to be here well after me. And I'm only one of approximately 900 members. And so with that said, it's not about the church needing money. It's about my family's relationship with God and the spiritual growth that it brings in the community and connection that we have with this church. And so I'm going to here in a couple minutes, or here in a second, the ushers are going to be passing around. This is not asking for money. These are going to be pledge cards, or these are going to be reservation cards. And it's going to be asking if you would join us on November 12th. It's going to ask if you'll come to church on November 12th. And it's going to ask if you're going to attend the celebration luncheon at Ashland Elementary that's going to follow this 10 a.m. service. It's a catered meal. You don't have to bring anything except for yourself. And we look forward to for you joining. So thank you again for letting me speak today.